All right, folks, welcome back. This is episode 8 for the Core Basics Curriculum Remaster, the second episode of all the 3 episodes that I'm remastering. In this episode, we're going to be going over I'm going to keep that in points, pips, and ticks from what you have seen from the thumbnail and the title. Points, pips, and ticks it's nothing too crazy. It's basically measurements of pricing or measurements of fluctuations within markets. Pretty simple, right? Points, universal, goes for all markets. Gold, ETFs, it doesn't matter. Whatever market you're in, points always exist. But I think the one thing they don't exist in is, bonds, because I think it's based off percentages. But points, universal when it comes to markets, okay? Ticks, futures, and pips is for Forex. Well, really pips and pipettes, because we're going to be going over both. So, points, very, very simple, right? If we look here on this little market that I'm on, the SP 500 micro, if we look over here at this pricing, see this right here? It says 6794.75. Anything on the left side of that decimal right there, see that little dot? I wish I can zoom in on that. I think I'm going to when I edit this video. But you see that little decimal right there? Where it has the 50 on the, well, now it's 00 on the right side, but it has the 6796 on the left side. Any increase on the left side or any decrease on the left side is a point. Okay? Those are points. So if you see this number go from 6796 to 6896, that means price has increased 100 points. You know your math. Come on, you graduated 3rd grade, right? So you should know how to do this. This is simple. This is easy math. You did pass 3rd grade, right? Oh, okay, just making sure. Now, ticks, this is very simple. Ticks is very, very specific, okay? Because basically what ticks are is the minimum an asset can move. The minimum amount of points an asset can move at a time, okay? So, for example, Bitcoin. Let's go to Bitcoin. This is really what's going to show you. Like, what is it called? BTC or BCT? Oh, I forgot what it's called. Whatever the... gotta find Bitcoin futures. Yeah, there it is. Oh, it's literally just called BTC. Are we serious? Wow, it's literally just called BTC. I was right. So, let's look here. Let's drop to the 5-minute time frame. And, geez, oh my god, this price action is nasty. God. Okay, now look over here. Let's look over here, right? If I can put that back down. On the right side, you can see whenever I move my cursor, you can see that the counter, let's pull this in, you can see that the counter moves by 5, okay? So that means each tick is 5 points, okay? It's 5 points. Why am I saying 5 points? Isn't there a decimal? No. Do you see a decimal over here? That number? No decimal at all. So the minimum for this tick, or the minimum fluctuation for this tick, is 5 points. So each tick on Bitcoin futures would be 5 points. Pretty simple, right? Pretty simple. Am I wrong? No, it's pretty simple. And then there's tick value, okay? The tick itself, that minimum of a 5-point fluctuation, has a value, okay? Each tick will have a value. It can be a value of 50 cents. It can be a value of $10. It can be a value of $20. It can even be a value of $50 if you're trading a certain market. So, ticks, you should have an understanding, okay? Ticks is basically the minimum a certain asset can move, in which that tick gives you a fixed value for each tick that you gain or lose. So if you lose or you're down 10 ticks, if the tick value is $20 per tick, you're down $200. Pretty simple, right? Now pipettes, or pips and pipettes. Let's go to best one, Eurodollar. Eurodollar futures. What was that? That was weird. Okay, here we go. Eurodollar. There we go. Oh, wow. Eurodollar moves like this? Jeez, I remember Eurodollar moves like this. I still got this on. Let me turn it off. There we go. Now we can see the chart way better. Okay. Back to the price scale over here. Pipettes are simply 1/10 of a singular pip. In which you're probably like, what's a pip in the first place? So let's just write up some random pricing here. Let's pull up a text so we can really see this. Let's type in the current pricing, which is 1.15702. That's the current pricing of this asset, in which it's actively fluctuating. So that pricing is going to change. So let's pull this up to 40. There we go, so we can really see it. So this right here, that's 0. Whatever increases there is 1 singular pip. Okay, so if you see this go from 0 to 9, that means the pricing has decreased by 1 pip. But if we see this place value right here, which is the pipette place value, which is 1/10 of a pip. Okay, this is 1/10 of a pip. This, okay, let's just start over. This is ones, this is tens, this is hundreds, this is thousands. You know about your place values, right? So if this, the thousands place, increases by 1, which is 1 going from 2, that means the price has increased by 1,000 pips. Pretty simple, right? If this increases from 5 to 6, that means it is increased by what? 100 pips. If this goes from 7 to 8, that means price has increased by what? 10 pips. If this increases from 0 to 1, that means price has increased by what? 1 pip. If this increases by 1 and goes from 0 to 3, that means price has gone up by what? 1/10 of a pip, which is 1 pipette. Okay? 1 pipette is 1/10 of a pip. So if you have 10 pipettes, that makes up one what? One entire pip. In which, for example, if this goes up by 8, in which we switch over to the other place value, it'll increase this one, which is one entire pip. So we got 1, 2, which is the actual number. Then we add 8 more pipettes, which is 8/10 of an entire pip. If we add all those tenths together, we'll get one entire pip right here, in which this 0 will go from 0 to 1, which is what? 1 pip. It's simple math, honestly. It really is simple math. So, hope I taught you the difference between points, pips, and ticks, and pipettes also pretty easily, because some people takes a minute to understand this. You can watch this video multiple times. If you need to slow it down, even because I might talk a little fast, you can do that. But this is the end of, what is this, episode 8, the remaster for the Core Basics curriculum, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Good luck and good trading.